Calibrating your SKC AirChek Touch Air Sampling Pump is an OSHA-approved standard operating procedure. Common practice dictates that each field sample is bracketed with a pre- and post-sample calibration. Thus, the sample flow rate is verified and set using NIST standards before and after each measurement to ensure the highest level of reliability possible. As referenced by the OSHA Technical Manual, Section 2, Appendix F, the Dry-Cal Defender calibrators use an electronic dry piston flow meter to calibrate sampling pumps and provide immediate and average readings to the end user. This video will demonstrate step-by-step instructions for two methods of calibrating your SKC pump: CalCheck Single calibrations and manual calibrations. Before you start your calibration, you may need to allow the pump to equilibrate if it has been moved from one temperature extreme to another. Make sure to charge the pump battery completely before calibration and sampling. Now touch the Run soft key on the touchscreen and allow the pump to run for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes has passed, touch the Stop soft key. Now press and hold the power button on the Defender calibrator until the piston moves. You hear a click and the screen lights up. To select the Defender data port, press the right arrow to highlight Setup and press Enter. Press the right arrow to highlight Preferences and press Enter. Press the down arrow to navigate to Data port and press the left or right arrow to toggle to SKC. Press the down arrow to highlight Confirm and press Enter. After pressing Enter, you will be taken to the Setup menu. To set the Defender calibration mode, press the right arrow and then the down arrow to highlight Measure and press Enter. Press the right arrow to highlight CONT for continuous measurement and press Enter. To connect the communication cable to each device, start by inserting the male connector into the CalCheck port on the back of the charging cradle. Then, install the female connector end of the cable onto the serial RS-232 port on the back of the Defender. Now you are ready to initiate a CalCheck Single automatic flow calibration. Press the Settings key on your SKC AirChek Touch pump. Press Calibrate and then CalCheck Single. The pump will prompt you to connect your calibration train or tubing with filter media from the pump to the Defender suction port. After you have connected your tubing, touch the check mark to accept the CalCheck selection. Now enter a desired flow rate and touch the check mark to accept. The pump will start to run. The pump will calibrate automatically and will display the set flow rate on the top box in the screen, and the bottom box will show the flow rate reading from the Defender in real time. At any time, pressing the Home button will cancel your calibration. If the calibration is successful, the CalCheck Single screen will read, CalCheck Single Point Calibration completed successfully. To accept, touch the check mark and you will be returned to the home screen. If your calibration fails, the CalCheck Single screen will read, CalCheck Single Point Calibration failed. Touch the back button to repeat the calibration, or touch X to exit the calibration and return to the home screen. To perform a manual calibration, allow your pump to equilibrate if you have moved it from one temperature extreme to another. Make sure to charge the pump battery completely before calibration and sampling. Now touch the Run soft key on the touchscreen and allow the pump to run for 5 minutes. After the pump has run for 5 minutes, set up the calibration train by connecting the tubing to the pump and to the suction port of the Defender. Turn the Defender on by pressing the power button until you hear a click and/or see the screen light up. From the home screen, select Measure and use the right arrow to select CONT for continuous measurements. From the home screen on your SKC pump, press the Settings key then the calibration key, followed by the manual key. The pump will prompt you to connect tubing to the calibrator. Press the checkmark button. Now, set the desired flow rate using the numbers on the screen. Press the check mark and your pump will begin to run. While the pump is running, compare the pre-designated flow rate on the SKC touchscreen to that of the flow rate displayed on the Defender. If the flow rates differ, adjust your SKC pump by pressing the up or down arrows to the correct flow rate. When the flow rates match, press the check mark button. To accept the calibration, press the check mark again. To cancel, press the X button to be brought back to the home screen. After you are finished calibrating, disconnect the communication cable and the tubing from the pump and the calibrator. To turn the SKC AirChek touch pump off, press the square button on the front of the unit and close the screen cover. To turn the Defender off, ensure that the yellow caps are placed back on the barbed ports after use. Hold the power button down for 3 seconds. To watch more DryCal videos, or to access manuals, application notes, and blog posts, visit us online at drycal.com today.